Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we have the ultimate chest routine to help you build that strong and sculpted chest that you've been wanting. Now before we forget and get into stuff, make sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you never miss a workout. Now let's go ahead and jump into the warm-up. So there are a couple things to consider when we're doing the warm-up, is that there's the general warm-up and there's the specific warm-up. The general warm-up is maybe we're jogging, we're walking, we're on the treadmill, the elliptical, the bike. And we're gonna do this 3 to 5 minutes, and there's a lot of different variations. First, we can have this type of cardio. Jogging, running in place, maybe actually going on a jog or a walk. Or we can do jumping jacks in place. We can do jump rope. My personal favorite. Alright, so now that we got our general warm-up in, we want to move more towards specific warm-ups. We want to warm up those shoulders and synergistic muscles and stabilizers for when we go to benching. Okay, so one of the exercises that we're going to do to help warm up and prepare for benching is we're going to warm up our lats, because we want nice active lats while we're bench pressing to help keep the shoulder joint stable and keep nice and tight as we go through the movement. So there's multiple exercises that you can do. You clearly can go do lat pull downs, some rows. I usually prefer rows or straight arm lat pull downs, which personal favorite is going nice and slow and being able to recruit and really power through using those lat fibers. If you do this right, you should feel all the way through your lats. And this is a great way to warm up before bench. Another one for your shoulders is we want to make sure that we do something called the triple threat. And this one is quite simple. All you need is a band or a cable. There are 3 simple movements that we're going to go through. Is one, we're going to do external rotation. Keep this elbow nice and tight. If you have a hard time doing that, put a towel or a small bottle up under your arm and pinch it there and make sure that it does not move. Or you can put your hand there just to help stimulate that mind-muscle connection. And just focus on the external rotation at the shoulder. The second part of the triple threat is making sure that we work internal rotation as well. Same principle, make sure that elbow stays nice and planted where it is at. This last one of the triple threat process is absolutely fantastic and an updated version that I like to add. So you'll get a band and really work on the external rotation and switch back and forth between hands to work on shoulder stability and keeping that kettlebell pushed straight up. Make sure it doesn't fall over. So once you do those 3, 2 sets of 10 apiece all the way through, both hands with the kettlebell and the band, and then the internal and externals, we are ready to go ahead and start warming up on bench. Alright, so we're going to kick this off with a powerhouse of an exercise, bench press. That's going to be the first thing up, and we're going to learn what cues we need to follow and how it should feel as we go through the movement. Alright, so when we're specifically warming up for bench, there's a lot of checkpoints that we need to run through. First and foremost is we need to make sure our shoulders are in a nice safe position and our body is stable. So what we want to do is get our pinkies on the rings. And of course, for benching for everyone, it's typically just right outside of shoulder width. So once we get there, what we want to do is set our eyes below the bar. And once our eyes are nice and below the bar here, what we'll do is we'll grab onto the bar. We'll retract and depress our shoulder blades. Make sure our feet are firmly planted on the ground. Grab that bar, bend it, activate those lats, keep the back nice and tight, keep those shoulders stable, lift off, lower it down to the diaphragm. Pull that bar down. Don't just let it come down. Pull that bar down. That cue right there makes a massive difference. And now when you do this, take a deep breath in at the top. If you can tell, when I get down to the bottom, I breathe out with power. So when I explode, I explode up with that bar. Taking a deep breath and holding it on the way down allows you to pull that bar and stay extremely stable. And then when you explode up, it allows you to be more powerful. And we are going to jump accordingly, percentage-wise, up to where we're gonna work. And today we're gonna work up to a top set of 6. So what you wanna make sure is you pick your jumps accordingly and you don't do too much volume on your way up. All right, since we've warmed up and got all the cues down, now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do our working set together. Now remember, our goal here today is 4 to 6 reps. So let's go ahead, let's get into it, let's crush it together. So next on our chest Genesis day, we have dips. And what we're gonna do is we're really gonna align with those lower fibers and get a really good stretch on the pec. So let's go ahead and dive in. So the biggest thing here is maintaining control. We wanna maintain control and form so we can get a great stretch and a really good contraction when we're doing this. Now dips have 2 variations. One, where we are more up and down, and that's gonna be more triceps. And then the second variation, we're gonna lean forward more, and that's gonna be more chest. So make sure that we lock our legs and kind of kick them back like this so we can get a nice lean forward. Now, we're gonna do these sets together. We're gonna do 3 sets. Now we're gonna do each set till failure. If you need assistance or bands, they have assisted pull-up and dip machines in local gyms, as well as you can buy bands on Amazon or eBay to assist you by wrapping them around the bars and putting them right up under your knees and assisting you coming back up. So let's go ahead and start building and sculpting this chest. Final main chest exercise for the day, before we get into some secret sauce exercises, is we have incline dumbbell press so we can work on those upper fibers of the pec. Now, this is a lot of people's favorites and also a lot of place where people have shoulder issues. So make sure that we protect the shoulder and use all those same cues as we did when we benched. So let's go ahead, focus on form and keep that mind muscle connection, keep it tight. Let's fill it out and let's get into it. Alright, so now that we've done our main chest exercises, now we get into the accessory exercises. So what we're going to do first is we're going to target the shoulders. And so we're just going to do a standing shoulder dumbbell press. So bring those dumbbells up, keep those elbows tucked but not too much. Keep that hand above the elbow and let's go. So last up, the last exercise we have for today is we're gonna blast those triceps. I hope you're holding up with me so far, and I hope you've had a good time through this workout. I hope your chest is as pumped as mine. Oh, but let's get into the last one and start wrapping this up. Tricep push downs. Per usual, we're gonna grab that bar, get it back, lock those shoulders and elbows in place, stick your butt out, keep the back flat. Let that bar come up as much as your arms will let you flex up to, and fully extend, squeeze real hard at the bottom. And let's go ahead and get this set out of the way. Thank you all for joining me for an amazing chest workout today. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Now don't forget to aid in recovery, so make sure that you go ahead and stretch out. Do the wall pec stretch, stretch your shoulders, stretch your triceps, kind of get a little bit of blood flow there, and make sure you stretch them out so they don't get too tight over the next couple of days. And of course, after you leave this video, make sure you go refuel and rehydrate. That way you can feed everything that you just worked on, so you can optimize on the results that you just worked really hard for. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit subscribe, notification bell, and like the video. And if you liked it a lot, don't forget to share it with all your workout buddies so we can all work out next time. And if you like this workout video, let me know what your favorite exercise was down in the comments. And as always, thank you for joining. Stay strong, stay smiling. I will see you all in the next video.